Hello, welcome back to Tech Tip Tuesday. So today we are going to be coming over to Google Slides, and we are going to be thinking about how we can have Google Slide presentations that are seamless and that help us to stay on track, especially during remote learning. The first tip I want to give you about Google Slides is that you probably know that when you go to slides.google.com, it will take you to this presentation template gallery. And if I click template gallery up here, I'll see about a dozen different templates that Google provides for you. There are some amazing websites that have more free templates for you. The first one is called Slides Mania. The second is called Slides Carnival. They're both designed by women who have done an incredible job of curating just the best slideshow templates for you so that you don't have to begin from scratch. So tip number 2, I'm going to come over and I've chosen one of the templates from Slides Mania, and I am now going to be thinking about how to make this presentation go more smoothly. And one of the ways I can do that is by timing myself and embedding timers throughout the presentation. So the easiest way I found to do this is to insert timers onto the slides. So I'm going to create a blank slide here. And then I'm going to come up here to the insert menu and go down to video. And I'm going to search for 5-minute timer with a black background because this presentation is black. And so I'm going to choose the first one that comes up and I'm going to embed that into my video. Now I'm going to make that bigger and center it on my page. And now I've got a timer that I can use right in the middle of my presentation when I'm giving people a break or when I'm having a discussion and I want to make sure we stay on track. Tip number 3, when I click on that timer, I have the ability to go to format options, and 2 different options I have available to me are to choose the starting and stopping time of this timer, or if I scroll down, I can choose to have it autoplay when presenting, or I can mute the audio. What this means is that when I am in presentation mode, when I click to advance this slide, it will start right away. The timer will start right away so that I don't have to go in and click the timer to make it start. It just starts automatically as soon as I advance the slide. Tip number 4, I also often will like to add music in the background on these slides, especially if they're break slides. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to insert menu, and I can add audio MP3 files. I find that for myself, I don't often have those files on hand. So I go in and I choose a video again, but this time I'm going to search for Beethoven. And let's choose the Moonlight Sonata and select it. And it will embed that video. Now, once again, I can come over here to my format options. I'm going to have it end at 5 minutes since the timer is only 5 minutes. I'm going to have it autoplay when presenting. And I'm not going to mute the audio this time because I want that to be able to be heard. Now, right now it's covering my timer, not ideal, but I'm going to drag it over here to the gray area of my screen. Easier said than done. And as long as it's touching this slide in any way, it will still register as being part of this presentation and play the audio. So I'm going to make sure that that red vertical line is showing as it comes flush right up against the slide. And it is. When I hover on it, you can see that it is. And that makes me know that it is part of this presentation, and it will start playing when I advance the slide. Last tip. One of the things I see probably the most often is that when people go to present, they come up here to this present button and they go full screen present, and that's totally fine. That'll make your presentation go fine. But what happens is if I need to go to a different screen or I click on something, it brings the presentation back into edit mode and people can see all the stuff on the side over here. So what I like to do is a quick modification to the URL so that the present mode is actually in preview mode. And to do this, I'm going to come up to where it has the URL up at the top, and I'll see that the URL ends with the /edit #slide ID. I'm going to delete everything after that URL, the /. So I'm going to delete edit and everything afterward. And I'm going to type in preview. When I click enter, now it will go into a presentation mode of my slides presentation, except this time you'll see that I still can see all of my tabs up on top. I can toggle back and forth to any tabs that I have open. And I can make this full screen if I would like to. I can click this little square down here to go full screen. If I don't want to be full screen, I can undo the full screen. I have a pointer, so if I want to draw attention to what I'm presenting, I can. And it still works for auto presenting. So let's go to that timer slide and see if what we did worked. You'll see I went to the next slide. The timer immediately begins along with my music. So hopefully some of those tips are helpful for your next presentation to make it much more seamless. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments below, and I hope you subscribe if you'd like more tips every Tuesday. Thanks so much. Bye.